formal maniac wanted to play on Minecraft, so I opened up the server and we did that. How was League played? You played it all night? You played it?
I played it for 8 hours.
Have you touched it?
No.
It was fun. It's fun because it is new. It's 4v4 as well. I think whenever they get a lot of the restrictions out that are actually supposed to be in place, like all the barrels,
That's when I'll play.
all the barrels, overkill's in right now. So if they take out snipers as well, which I don't think they'll ever take out snipers. Because I don't think they're gonna follow like the players' GAs. Like they'll follow the rule set, but they won't follow GAs. So, but I mean, it was still fun. I was having a pretty good time. I mean,
it'll be fun.
It's new. It's 4v4, so it's not 6v6 pubs. The skill based matchmaking is probably easier in league play. As crazy as that sounds,
Yeah.
like playing pubs compared to league play, it was like league play was easy to play.
There's like two ways. There's like two ways to look at it. For Call of Duty players, it's kind of refreshing because you don't have to set up a GB match. You can just go in and you're already in the competitive environment.
Yeah.
As far as from the outside, it's not going to grow COD at all.
Yeah.
It's pretty terrible as far as like the rank system, getting other people to play Call of Duty. No one's going to come in and play League play. There's
I just don't understand.
There's no way to rank up.
I don't understand. Everyone was saying like this is how it needs to be, or it's not going to be a ranked playlist, and then they just dropped the Black Ops 4 copy paste.
Yeah. And I didn't understand the Black Ops 4 one.
Like there's no way that no way they didn't know that wasn't what people wanted. There's no way they didn't know that people weren't going to like that.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the Black Ops 2 one was bad, but it was good for everyone. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't.
Well, Black Ops 2 people look at it with rose tinted glasses because
but it's better
Black
than
Ops
this.
2. Yeah, no, it's
better than this because you could rank up. Like I played 5 matches with Doc and TST. Blake and George went dumb hard those 5 matches, but we were blowing everyone out. So I was just chilling, trying to make like funny content with Doc, and then I realized that your rank is based off your score per minute for those 5 matches only.
So, what'd you get? What'd you end up getting?
Advanced, I think. I don't know what advanced is.
It's like regular competitor, I think.
You're essentially gold. It goes competitor, advanced, expert, elite, and then master. The master is the top 2% of the players. Elite is top 3 to 10%. Expert 11 to 15. You are in the top 16.
That's so
to 20%.
weird. It's so weird that like where do they get those? Where do they get those percentages from? Because how are you the top 2% of players if you're basing it off of 5 matches where you're blowing people out that don't even have ranks?
See, that's the problem right there.
It should be.
Yeah,
I mean,
it doesn't make
in other like
it doesn't
games,
make any sense. Like does not make
in
any
other
sense.
games. Your placement matches will like increasingly get harder because you'll be playing against like in CS, like you'll go from playing like MG1s and then you'll play like DMGs
Same
and
with League of
then
Legends.
you'll play LEs if you like keep winning.
Yeah, if you're
then
on a
like,
streak, it'll put you against like some diamond players. Just see if you're actually good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Damn.
So
but this one just like randomly throws you against anybody. Like you can play anybody.
That's I don't like that, man.
Yeah, and you can have anybody on your team.
I don't know. I mean, you got to take into account COVID and all that shit. Like, it might have been harder maybe to make like a new, completely revamped rank play system. It was probably easy to copy and paste it.
But if you copy and
they had a
paste it,
deadline, you know what I'm saying?
At least copy and paste it in November.
No, yeah.
You know what I
I mean,
mean?
they could have also been trying to make something happen in November and make something new, and then they were like, "Shit, we got to get the shit out. All right, just copy and paste it then."
Yeah,
you know.
I
That's
get
what
it.
I think happened.
I will never, ever, ever understand that. If you are all part of the same umbrella, in essence, right? Activision owns Infinity Ward, and it owns Sledgehammer, it owns Treyarch. The inner working of that communication, I don't understand why that's not something that they share in. Like share that. And again, I don't know what an equal sign in the middle of a sentence will do to the code. Okay, I know that. I'm a moron. Okay. We were talking about the magic of video games on the way to the airport yesterday and how genius and special it is to be able to create gravity even inside a computer. All that aside, I just don't know why whoever has the best league play doesn't say, yo, this is here, use this algorithm or use this structure, use these pages and pages and pages of code to do this. Patents, but it's all part of the same umbrella company.
Well, I mean, I thought you were talking more like Halos.
So you're saying like if Activision wanted to use Sledgehammer's World War II rank system and put it into this game, they could do that, but they don't do it.
But they don't because
of... So if it's, if it's in COD.
And I get it to a certain extent, but if you own Call of Duty and you're hiring people to make your game, while you're hiring them, be like, okay, you're going to be in charge of league play? share everything you know about league play with everybody else and let them use your code. That way we can have something stable.
The biggest thing is we've said it 100 million times, but whenever the league came out and we franchised, you got to think normal people would think that because they're putting so much more money and things into what?
Why are you wearing Gunless's chicken? He's wearing Gunless's.
Go on, I was into that.
Yeah, sorry.
So they put so much more money.
Nick just walked in.
They put so much more money into the league and into Call of Duty competitively, but then we get the Black Ops 4. Like first of all, what happened last year was insane as far as like how bad competitive was last year, and we got no league play. Then we get league play this year and we only get it because it's Treyarch and they care a little bit. And then we get the Black Ops 4.
I think they care a lot, but I think that there is a lot of restrictions that they aren't in charge of, which is, again, an Activision thing, owning this thing and telling them what to do, right? And then saying, you can't do that. You can't do that. Vunderhart,
well, I get
hands behind your back, shackled. You can't do that.
Okay. Here's my take. This might be a bold take, okay? Here's what I think the problem is. Okay, say you take Sledgehammer, Treyarch, and who's the other one? Infinity Ward?
Yeah.
So they're on a cycle. This is like dating back to the beginning of COD, right? Where they're all making a new COD each year, right? So I don't know their relationship with each other as companies, but it seems like they're all just trying to, like, once it's their turn that year, they're trying to make, like, you know, that best shit. They want to be like the new Warzone, for example, right? So, like, over the years, you see them, like, going from Infinite Warfare to Call of Duty World War II, like, just jumping from 2 different eras randomly because they're, like, kind of competing against each other to be, like, you know, Activision's favorite. You know what I'm saying? And I could be completely wrong. I don't fucking know. But that's just what it seems like to me. That's why there's not a World War II system in this, because I feel like if they were to ask Sledgehammer for their shit, like Treyarch were to go to them, they'd be like, I mean, that's our shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you can't have that.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's just like a whole underlying problem that, like, I guess we don't really talk about.
That's a good
too
point.
Much, you know what I'm saying?
Because they do get, never mind. I do know that they do try to make the best job possible because people are going to make content around it. And also Activision is going to be like, hey, head of the studio, this is all of the people talking shit about your game, right? So they're going to be like, okay, we got to make a better game. We got to make a better game. We got to make a better game. And considering the fact that the majority of the people that play Call of Duty aren't competitive players, makes a little bit of sense when it comes to what they're doing. But when you ask people to invest 20s of millions of dollars into a thing, I think that some of that should be allocated to an independent platform that has competitive only. This platform or this studio or this entity should only be in charge of anything that has to do with competitive. The fun part of the game should stay the fun part of the game, and skill-based matchmaking should be, put aside. Once you have this structure set in place, then it'll be a lot easier for them to mobilize whatever needs to be mobilized in order to change the things that need to be changed. Because when you're intermingling and you're cross-pollinating the system and saying that whatever's applicable to the common man is also applicable to this, and whatever weapons are used here makes sense to only use here, makes no sense to what we do on a daily basis. That's my take on that. So I don't know. Hopefully they'll fix it. I saw Clay say something along the lines of, like, it'll get better with time. And it's like, how much time do they need? And
no, the thing is, it won't get better with time because time is the most important part if you want people to come to your game.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to play league play except for pro players.
Yeah. And
no one.
Competitive players.
And competitive players.
No one's going to want to go
There's
in
not
there.
going to be.
It's not going to bring any outsiders.
There's no incentive for them to play that shit.
There's zero reason to play. There's no cool. There's
Like
no cool
gear
or
rewards
features
or
no rank. You don't
if they just put double XP in that play that's only for a weekend, maybe you'd see some growth in that sense. But it's like, other than that, once that's done, it's just like,
it's like it came out and it's like, here's a 4v4 playlist that you can play in between GB matches or scrims.
Yeah.
And
like, look at like Valorant, for example. Like, that's like a relatively new game, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And like they have that like Radiant Immortal thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, people are grinding for
Already.
that, right? So like, say the new COD dropped in November, whatever, it came out with some dope ass rankings system off the
That's
rip.
what I tweeted.
That's
I
how
said,
you pull in new.
I said,
people,
why
you know
don't
what I
they
mean?
have
like,
a fucking
if you just have a
league
ranking
play
system,
at the start of a game?
that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to come out with off the rip.
So now that that's been, Matt was calling me, so I wanted to pick up to hear his thoughts. Matt and H, that is. So now that they release, if they would have told us at the beginning we're releasing League Play at the same time the season starts, everybody would have been like, that makes sense. This is what I don't understand. if they would have told us at the beginning when the game came out, we're not releasing league play until the season starts because it's part of this overall promotion for the league and this that, and the other, I would have been like, you know what, I'm with it. At least I got that transparency. At least I know not to bitch for the next like 4 months. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That sort of transparency is like what we need like right now.
I agree.
We've been asking for this thing for decades long. And when we see Valorant doing what they're doing, when we see League Play doing or League of Legends doing what they're doing, when we see even Battalion 1944, an independent studio that created a copy of Call of Duty 2 with the same movement as Call of Duty 4, and you see the Face It, Rank It with the ELO systems that make sense. Yeah. And that's an independent studio that doesn't have a percent of the network or the infrastructure that Activision has. Right. And when we see them do that, it makes me wonder where is it? Where's the passion for competitive?
There's just none.
Yeah, there isn't any.
Like a ranked system makes games. Like, isn't that why League of Legends is so
Halo
popular?
2, Halo 3.
Halo 2, Halo 3, exactly.
I fucking played so much shit. Oh my god.
Halo
all
2,
for that number.
I put just unbelievable hours into those games. And I was in freaking like high school.
Oh yeah, I mean I was a kid.
Or not even high school. I was in like middle
school. Yeah.
Like
elementary school, like my brother got the Xbox.
I lost my rank, I'd cry. No bullshit. My parents come in, they're like, what the fuck are you crying about? I'd be like, get the fuck out! You don't fucking understand me.
you throw a dirty sock at your mom. I was like, we get out of here, man.
But I just, the day...
Clean your room, Matt!
The day that Call of Duty has a rank system like Halo did...
So is that what World War II was?
No, it wasn't.
No,
it still
Elo,
wasn't like
Elo
that.
based.
Straight Elo. You'd win 10 points for winning. You'd lose like 10 points, and then it would be like
was like
if
you play
you're
pros every game.
If you're
Right.
favored, if
Oh,
you're
yeah,
favored
yeah.
in the match, you'll win less points. If you're not favored, you'll win more points if you win.
Oh,
But like
okay.
the top like 25 players were all pros,
Yeah.
like for the most
Right.
part.
And they would just be playing like 8s basically every night.
Yeah.
Like against each other whenever they wanted. That's like the beauty
You
of
could
it.
play search.
Just play whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah. Okay.
So that
That's
was like
dope.
that
See,
was
I
like
never played it.
that was the draw to it, is that if you were an up and coming player and you wanted to get your name out there, you could just grind league, and then you'd eventually, if you got to a high enough
Ryan
point,
McCarty.
play against pros.
Ryan McCarty, remember him?
Mhm.
He was good at that game. In that game only, but yeah, he was good.
But he grinded and he got to a point where he could play pros,
His
and they
name was
got his
getting
name out there.
Yeah.
People knew who he was. Like a lot of people.
People
Yeah.
still say his name in my stream.
Yeah.
They're like, "Remember Ryan Bacardi?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Dude, that was like
I have
3
some-
years ago." But yeah,
I have something to tell you guys. I am Ryan McCarty.
You're Ryan Bacardi?
yeah,
Dude, I
right.
fucking knew it.
I knew it was
I
you.
know.
I knew it.